I'm Team Michael Martin.
I'm Josh Sundquist.
And today we're going to tell you what foot of a ferret means. Most people don't realize this, but a foot of a ferret is actually a technical term.
Yeah, this is a unit of measurement that dates back to medieval times. It measured 100,000 units of grain. So we are very happy today to congratulate you, foot of a ferret, on reaching 100,000 or a foot of a ferret of subscribers.
High five for him.
Hi, I'm Craig, and I know a few things about Ryder because I stalked him for a period of months a few years ago and learned a lot. And that was a joke. In case cops are watching, that was a joke. Anyway, what I've learned is back in junior high-ish time, when Ryder was in junior high, he got a job. He started his own business painting for a summer, painting houses. And he had a friend who owned a ferret farm, as we all do. We don't all own ferret farms. We have friends who do. And he wanted him to paint a shed outside of his ferret farm, or near his ferret farm. It had ferret gear in it, you know, ferret feeders, ferret brushes, stuff like that, ferret stuff. So he wanted him to paint the bottom 4 feet of it because his friend had a weird design sense. His friend owned a ferret farm. Come on, he's weird. And so he went to go paint the bottom 4 feet, realized he didn't have a tape measure with him. Oh no. Looked at the ferrets, figured, oh yeah, a ferret's about a foot in length. So he grabbed 4 dead ferrets, measured them up to the bottom half of the shed, and painted around it. Turns out the average length of a ferret is 20 inches. Duh, Ryder. And so his friend made fun of him, and he started calling him foot of a ferret. Because he had his own measurement system. Ryder did, apparently. Foot of a ferret. So he started calling him foot of a ferret, and the name stuck. And Ryder never painted another. His business was ruined. It was a big tragedy. But what isn't a tragedy is now that Ryder has 100,000 subscribers. Congratulations.
Ryder just had a random idea for a name, and then he thought it was catchy, and it just kind of stuck. Sorry, I couldn't really come up with a better story. It just sounded like the most accurate. Congratulations on 100,000.
Hey guys, I'm DK from the channel Declarations, and here is the story of a foot of a ferret. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived 4 brother knights. The king had fell ill, and he knew that if he didn't find an heir, he would leave his kingdom in chaos. He issued a challenge, for whosoever could win the challenge shall become king. The challenge was this: whomever could bring back the hide of the hardest creature to hunt in the kingdom shall be declared the winner and gain the throne. The 4 brother knights knew that they could win this challenge and thereby become the king. The first brother, the eldest and wisest of the 4, spent 3 days tracking and hunting down a wild boar, knowing full well that he could not get close to the animal for fear of being tusk-skewered. The second brother, being the biggest and the strongest of them, journeyed out and slayed a great bear, one of the most dangerous animals in the kingdom to hunt. The third brother, with the greatest wits and cunning of the 4, went on an expedition to the greatest mountains, and he tracked down a giant eagle, one of the rarest animals in the kingdom. The fourth and youngest brother was left downtrodden, for he was not wise nor strong, nor had he the cunning of his elders. Defeated, he went for a light walk through the forest and got hungry. He laid out the most delicious picnic and was just ready to start eating when a ferret came out of the bush and stole his delicious sandwich. Such an extremely delicious sandwich could not go unpursued, and so the brother gave chase to the animal. Running through the thick foliage of the forest, he eventually cornered the lunch burglar, and in frustration he swung his sword at the tiny creature. But he did not strike a killing blow. He only cut off a small limb of the animal. When each of the first brothers came and presented the trophies they had procured, the king was not impressed with any of the first 3. If the animal they had hunted was the hardest creature to hunt, how were they able to kill them with such ease and so quickly? But then, the youngest brother presented the small limb of the animal he had maimed, and he was declared the winner of the challenge. He had found the most elusive creature of the brother knights, for he only had the foot of a ferret. Happy 100K, Ryder. You deserve it, buddy. And by the way, I knew that you were going to blow up the second I saw your stuff. And I told you that. Pretty happy. Pretty happy that it came true. I'll see you next time, buddy.